Jeyalakshmi. I'm hailing from Madurai district in Tamil Nadu, a small town, Periyakulam. I was the youngest child in my family. Of course, all my brothers and sisters are well educated. I am very fortunate to get a PhD program. It is because of uh, my eldest brother and my mother. I took CSIR exam and I got in national rank, and immediately without any break I joined my PhD program. That was really a proud moment because those days we don't have such dreams to go to engineering or going to a doctor and all. But of course, something has to do to the society, and I took a challenge. And of course, in all my sisters and brothers, they took the mathematics as the main subject. But my brother made me to take up the chemistry because those days chemistry, BSc, MSc, and all very rare. Even we have to go to the town and like university, like Madras University and Madurai University, like that. So they have made me to take up the chemistry subject. Of course, I am very good at mathematics, but okay, because everybody took that, so I made up my mind. And after that, I have crossed all the hurdles as any women those days can go about that. Then I went to Anna University, that is the prestigious university in Tamil Nadu. Then I have successfully completed the program. Afterwards, because the whole family is a teaching family, so I also took that academic background, and because of that, I also took that profession. There's no got back anything, so I very happily do that. Then I moved to the SRM University as a professor. So my journey starts SRM about 3 decades. So that was the background of my um, profession and the childhood days. Yeah. While be a youngest, so young days I don't have much of responsibility, but later period because everyone getting aged, then I'm taking care of forcefully. I'm taking care of my parents. That's of course it's a very blissful actually because those days going for an employment itself it's a big thing. So after graduated, I went into the academic. Those days during 89, after completing my PhD, I got an offer for foreign and as well as the Gujarat. But fortunately, my husband job is basically at Chennai, so I didn't have any second thought of moving anywhere. Okay, right. So, because I had a chance to go for a higher education, then I made up my mind. So, I have to look after my family. So, I decided I have to be in Chennai. So, I have not taken any of the foreign other assignments. Then, both the family, in laws, as well as my eldest sister, she had no issue along with my mother. They were all in my house. It's a proud moment is I took care of both the family. I had a very good space and I had a very good balance. So that was the biggest personal life satisfaction. So I took care of both in-laws as well as my mother because my father passed away long back. So that was really because that is also a very blissful moment because I'm taking care of my mother as well as the in-law. So personal life no regret, nothing, because I had a very good understanding husband. So we worked in our own space. So that was really fortunate. And all supports from his sister's side and the brother's side, in-law sides I had. So that was very only small thing, that is we couldn't go together any of the function that days, that's all. So not other thing. So that was my personal life. Professional, when you come back, so I had a gap in research, because I went into the engineering college, because we don't have any chance of doing the research those days. But after becoming a university, again I came back to my research. So that was a gap actually, 15 years of gap. Other than that, nothing. But coming back to research, of course, current update of knowledge in the field, that took me time. So that, of course, that was the real transformation. I took that thing. Of course, that was also a smooth, but no regret. That was because I am very simple and I'm very content in life. Because I had a chance, I took the PhD program. My professors are very good. Even now, they had a very good affection, and we are all family members. So those good things inherited. So that I said, okay, right. I had an opportunity, I did. So I had opportunity to work. I had opportunity to the personal life to take care of all my in-laws and parents as well as my kid. So I think that was the balance one should have as a woman. That's yeah. That's not a story, I can say. The thing is, our parents lived as an example. So they were the set an example. So they had a very good, simple life, and they supported many of our family members. Those days they are very difficult to get into even school, college. Those days they supported a lot to our family members, even though there's a I mean, distant relatives also. They came to our house, and we took care of them, and they underwent education and employment. So such a things I saw all those things. Then I thought, so we have to live like that only. So that was from my family only I got. Yes, definitely. So the difference between success and failure, I never thought. So if you have a positive outcome, you can say it's a success, but not like that. So what I consider is you are trying out, because in any profession we should work hard at least for 10 to 15 years to get a name or a fame. So if you had an opportunity, definitely you can share. Say, even I can also say like. So if I may continuing my research, I may be a top two scientist, or I may gone for any foreign universities and got name and hundreds of papers and etc etc. But I had a knowledge, I acquired knowledge, but that is in one form of other I'm giving to the society, because I'm academically a teacher. So that way I have been very satisfied. I have satisfied that thing. But of course, little bit sometimes I got a bit what I can say, the if I be the university professor, I would have gone it. I would have achieved many R&D research funds, etc., etc. But other than that, I'm sincerely putting in my work. So if I got it, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm just leave it, and I'm going to taking the next task. So that the balanced mind in from my childhood, because of my parents and family members and my professors, that is very important. So my professors are giving me, see, this is the way. So you have so many responsibilities. If you do that, that will give you because you came here, you birth, then you do some work, be happy. So I didn't have any such success and failure. I didn't much have an opinion about it. So This is what I want to tell to youngsters also. So if I've been a first rank holder or second rank holder, right, good. Childhood days you can enjoy. So after that, life is changing. So accordingly, your mind is also be broadened. So that is why I'm looking the life. Otherwise, every day it became misery that should not be. So advice in the sense, um, I mean, giving to the members or when I've been 15 years old, what I'm supposed to be. So some okay. Again, yeah, yeah. See, those days when we were in young, the first thing is going to college or school. Being a girl, it's very tough. So that was the first thing. Um, we were afraid, literally speaking. So wherever we go, we were being assisted by our family members. So that was the first time I broke that. My actually my mother was a very courageous lady. She gave me whatever the support. So you go alone. You just face the problem. You face gents. So just have a word with eyes and do whatever you want. You be bold and brutal. So this is because very difficult those days to go into a girl, because nowadays it's very different. So this is not the situation where when we were in a young age. So that was the first thing, being a teenage girl facing a society, that too in a village, it's very tough. So that was the first break I took in from my family. That's what I want to tell. So other than that, I didn't have any hurdles or hassle I met. So that's it. But it is very tough in youngsters. First, near pace. There's a nimirndanil, near pace. Nimirndanil means stand out. So wherever the situation, we must stand, because when we were pure heart, when you are doing a hard work, when you are be sincere, then nobody can stop. Even if stop, don't worry about it. So this is what the message I want to tell. Yes. So the important thing is, one is choosing a career, uh, whether it is a personal or professional. So for anybody that is this transformation, definitely the two for a women we have to cross. So that time we have to choose. If you choose, don't go back. So if you have many chances, okay, when you are selecting one, then forget about everything, then go ahead. But if you started doing back, thinking back, then the life will be miserable. This is the only thing I want to tell all the youngsters. So because nowadays people are studying well, getting profession, everything, but balancing is very tough. So when you select or choose one thing, go ahead, don't go back. So this is what I want to tell a message. Yeah. Yes, sometimes, yeah, sometimes we didn't have a right path and even right time, so we cannot able to do it. So definitely our mindset block, definitely. So that time we have to be patient, and we have to analyze and assess. Then we have to took up our steps. So when we are not doing so in a hurriedly, we took decision that may be pass plus or minus. So that is definitely be patient. So that's a thing. Yes. Yes. One is I want to learn Carnatic music because unfortunately I went an operation, so I was rejected by my teacher. So when I have an opportunity, definitely that is my first priority. Second thing is, when we were young, we don't have any chance of doing any computers. We have never learned any computers. So definitely, when I had a chance, I will pursue somewhat, some extent, the computer thing. And this is really because why I'm telling is 1983, when I went for a post graduation, I had a chance to meet mm, one researcher in physics. She said that we call as Naka. She said, the 83 I'm telling. In future, if you are not learning computer, you are unfit. Now it is ringing my ear. So definitely that is one thing I missed is I didn't learn much of computers. And another is I didn't have an opportunity to learn Carnatic music. So these two things, so really I want to do that. Relax is, I will tell you one thing. That is, when you're doing one job for hours together, and after 1 or 2 hours, definitely our concentration will go down. So that time, I will do some other job. So that is the way I can change my mind, but not those days. Only books reading. Yes. Then after all books, Tamil books, Hindi. I learned Hindi. I enjoyed poems from Hindi. Then I knew some of the poetries, specifically Satvish, that is like divine. I learnt some of the books from the books, and I used to hear those days only tape, radio and tapes. Nowadays TVs, and now really I enjoyed the modern techniques, because those days we didn't have any opportunity, even go to the kacheri, we have to go a long way and we have to be accompanied with person and all. Now I'm really fortunate to have such a things. Even I'm hearing MS Subbulakshmi, Yambilvi, those those Carnatics, everything, even the modern, I'm enjoying. So I'm enjoying the modern techniques and devices. I really am fortunate. That time. So the changing the work is I'm reducing my stress. That's a way. I'm not very particular about hobbies and all. I'm doing all those things. I knew stitching, all those things. Small thing. I doing that. I'm enjoying. Yes. Yeah, gender challenges definitely. That is there. That is always there. Being in private institutions, we are also facing the problem. Okay, of course, even government universities or government institutions, the problem is there. But how to console ourselves is okay. So they had an opportunity to go anywhere. That is one thing. They had an opportunity to spend their time even 24 hours. So those things are positive for the gents. So that may lagging fast. Another thing is growing old. That is also a problem. So we cannot do whatever we want because we are having more responsibility in the house also. So that might be a stop block for me, especially when I'm going to face some of the interviews. I thought like that only. The otherwise, no, nothing. No, I'm not taking anything seriously about it because I didn't have any problem. So truly speaking, so somebody, I mean, I'm hearing so many stories from someone, but personally, I didn't have that. That's it. But one thing, but I want to make a record. While when the post graduation, we had such a problem. So uh, guide and student problem. So boldly I took. and I made the vice chancellor petition. Then that was revert back. Then they sent out that particular persons. So by that way, even if it comes, I took boldly, and even now I am telling to my students. So if you feel anything, so be bold enough to tell. Don't say so. You being a girl, so if you say anything, maybe spoiling the future. Don't say. Don't think of anything. So first of all, we cannot be 100% be good to everyone. That is impossible. So be bold enough to tell if you have even a percentage of um, disrespect by others. So that is the thing I am for it. So one thing is being a teacher, we had a very good opportunity because every young generation to generation we are giving, and we are also understanding their minds and the thing. So, but after COVID, all teachers are really taking the risk. One is people are thinking about more information they are getting from the other sources. So, if that is the case, if it prolongs, teacher will definitely face a problem. One is how to be cope up with those devices and other things. One is how to handle them, make them student understand, though equally teaching in the classroom is also equally important. So hereafter teaching job is really tough. It's really tough. Even school, really tough. Unless a teacher equip themselves to cope up with all modern things, I don't think we will be a good teacher. So that I'm afraid. Really, I'm afraid because students nowadays they are taking very lightly everything because they thought so everything in the computers, everything in the net, so they even didn't know whether it is true or false. So that is very very difficult hereafter for a teacher to tackle the. Okay, right. Yeah. So the one thing is, I had a really fortunate enough to work with few people, those who are really doing the research for sustainable material. One is we are replacing cementitious material from the waste. So from our team in India, we are the first team members to went for the construction of the building, government building, without any Portland cement. So that I thought that was really a big thing because coming to the year, I'm giving something it's to the nature. That is what we were using is alternative material for the cement, but that was eco-friendly. So, of course, in Australia and UK and other countries, they started even commercially, they started producing that. But I felt from the lab to the field, it took us more than 20 years. So, when it comes to the field level demonstration, then people thought, okay, they will accept. So, the first thing what we did, we demonstrate using this material in India first time. So, that was a proud moment in my life. One. Definitely, I can put in a records, madam. So this it was in the Karnataka. It is in the Raichur district. Without Portland cement, from the waste, industrial waste, we constructed a building that is nearly 2 years, 3 years over. But it was supported by DST, Government of Karnataka, and our SRM University. So I same typical another building we are constructing with the help of our university. So I thought these two things definitely leave my footprint to the world.